know not what your actions will cause.
We're here with Ryan Imelio, who plays Nicholas. We're going to be interviewing him along with his horribly obvious clip-on bow tie.
Shut up, it looks good!
What do you do for Conservators?
In Conservators, I am Nicholas, the deceased Red Conservator, who gets dreamed about many a time by Jenna's character, Elizabeth. It's a little creepy, but I'm flattered by it, so it's okay.
So what is in for your character for the last movie?
Basically, my character, throughout all the movies and in the last one's mostly been, I don't know if I should say moral support, but yeah, moral support for Jenna and her character Elizabeth. Because I'm dead thanks to lot mortalis. I can't really do anything, so physically I can't do anything, but mentally all of my thoughts, everything I've ever known and learned is in the medallion that Jenna wears. So it's basically all of my thoughts and everything I've ever learned are helping her and helping all of the Conservators in all the movies. So I'm just kind of a soccer mom throughout everything.
What are some things to look forward to in the last film?
I come back to life and save the day.
See, I don't think that happens, but I'm not one to talk, really.
No, the last film, the first two films kind of were, it was hard in the first two because there were a lot of just explaining everything that's happened. I mean, there's still explaining that goes on in the third film, but the first two were mainly based on trying to get the viewers caught up in, okay, this is the story, and this is what's going to happen. And in the third one, everything we've ever explained and like said what will happen, the foreshadowing in it, you actually see it happen. It's really high tense, it's really exciting. The scenes that I've seen, I've pooped a little. That's how good they are.
You said that things are explained. What questions do you think the audience may get answers to? I know you can't give much away, but
I can't. That's why I hate you for asking.
If anything,
I think a lot of the audience has always been wondering. They've seen at the end of the second movie, they saw Mortality finally in his badass stage, and it's people wonder because then they see Elizabeth, and it really the only power I think you've seen from her is her standing in like the water shaking the leaves, which looks kind of not cool, but I think people are always going to wonder, can like the Conservators really, and they haven't even met the Conservators yet, so if the Conservators can actually defeat Mortalitas, I don't know why it didn't happen.
How is it while you're working on the set? How do people get along?
Well, it depends on how all of the actors are doing that day. Usually if we're on track, everything goes smooth. If there's days when we're a little hyper and we don't really want to focus, it's fun though. We're all friends, other than Jenna left for away school.
That's why we don't like her.
Yeah. Willie's in Canada. Amy and Sammy we don't really like. Kidding, I love you too. No, we're all good friends. Everyone gets along. There are a lot of times when we get off track, but we can usually pull it together, and it's a good tone. I mean, the drives there are very special that I'll never forget. But we're all pretty good on set, except for the fights that break out when we want to kill each other.
How would you compare the last movie to the first two?
1,000 times better. In my opinion, it is, because I'm more of the person that likes action and not really the explaining, because to me the explaining, it can get a little dry, but it's needed. I just think the third one's going to be better because it ties everything together. It's got the action, it's got the excitement, the suspense. It's actually like a legit movie that you're watching. The acting got better. The special effects are always good. Thank you, Jack. The fans, thank you. I'm gonna look at the camera because I'm talking to you guys. You fans have been very, very good and very supportive of us. it's hard because we're, 16? How old's Amy? 22? So she's the oldest. And then it goes from like 22 to 16. And it's hard because we're these high school kids and 2 of them are now in college. And it's like, you think we're just making backyard movies. And in a sense, we actually are. But the fans that went to the first premiere and they saw the movie and they're following us on Facebook and Twitter and the Tumblr, I don't know what Tumblr is, Vines, but they have been very supportive and it's really helping us to get out there and show people our things. So fans, keep doing what you're doing, keep following us, keep poking us and tweeting us and Tumblr. It's good. Thank you, fans. Appreciate it. That's it for us tonight. You stay classy, viewers.